Welcome, collectors in coins history. One rare Lincoln penny could be worth more than a car. Are you sitting on a hidden fortune? Think in heart. Rare 1. Imagine this, a single penny that could rewrite everything you thought you knew about American coinage. A coin so mysterious, so controversial, that even the most seasoned collectors and grading experts stop in their tracks when it appears. This isn't a myth or a legend. It's one of the most debated and ultra-rare coins in U.S. history, the 1959 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. A coin that bridges two eras, defies official mint records, and continues to send shivers down the spine of every serious collector who hears its name. Somewhere out there, one of these extraordinary cents might still be hiding in plain sight, tucked away in an old jar, forgotten in a drawer, or sitting quietly in someone's collection, waiting to be rediscovered. To understand why this coin commands such fascination, we have to go back to a turning point in American coinage history. The year was 1959, a milestone marking the 50th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. Since 1909, the wheat reverse design, created by Victor David Brenner, had been a symbol of classic American craftsmanship. But in 1959, the U.S. Mint unveiled a brand new look, the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. For the first time ever, a tiny depiction of the Lincoln Memorial appeared on the back of a 1-cent coin, with the seated statue of Lincoln visible right through the center of the memorial, a brilliant design touch that collectors still admire today. This transition from the beloved wheat design to the modern memorial was intended to be absolute, no more wheat reverses, no exceptions. Yet somehow, somewhere, a coin escaped this rule. The legend of the 1959 wheat reverse penny began when one surfaced showing the wheat design on the reverse instead of the memorial, even though the date clearly read 1959. It was a coin that should not exist, one that broke every minting protocol imaginable. At first, disbelief spread like wildfire. How could a wheat reverse appear after its official discontinuation? Experts examined it, skeptics dismissed it, and numismatic history was suddenly shaken. Was it a genuine mint error, a one-of-a-kind transitional strike, or something even more secretive, an experimental test coin never meant for public eyes? Theories swirled. Maybe a leftover die from 1958 accidentally found its way onto a press in 1959, or perhaps an employee struck it deliberately as a test or a souvenir. No matter the theory, one fact was undeniable: this coin's existence made no sense, and that only made it more valuable. Over the years, the 1959 wheat reverse penny has been the center of intense debate, but the version rumored with no mint mark, a Philadelphia strike, is the rarest and most puzzling of them all. While Denver coins carry the D mark, Philadelphia issues from that year were struck in enormous numbers, all featuring the new memorial design. None should have the wheat reverse. Yet, scattered reports have persisted for decades of a 1959 cent with no mint mark and the wrong reverse design. Every time one surfaces, the numismatic world holds its breath. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC put these claims under extreme scrutiny, using advanced imaging and dye study analysis to rule out counterfeits or alterations. And though confirmed examples remain almost non-existent, the mere possibility keeps collectors searching through their coins with growing excitement. To grasp how astonishingly rare this piece is, consider this: billions of 1959 memorial cents were produced, but only a microscopic fraction, if any authentic no-mint wheat reverses truly exist, have ever been verified. This makes the coin a ghost in the world of numismatics, a coin spoken of in hushed tones at shows and collector gatherings, a symbol of the ultimate treasure hunt. It reminds us that even in the most well-documented minting periods, mysteries still exist, proof that history can still surprise us, even decades later. And when genuine examples of the 1959 wheat reverse penny have appeared at auction, the results have been nothing short of breathtaking. One authenticated 1959 wheat reverse penny shocked the collecting world when it sold for over $179,000 at a heritage auction. Another verified example brought more than $50,000, depending on grade and provenance. These are real, documented prices, achieved by real collectors who understood just how groundbreaking these pieces are. Each sale ignited a wave of renewed excitement across the community, proof that the thrill of discovery is alive and well, and that the right penny can indeed change everything. So, imagine it, reaching into your pocket, pulling out a handful of change, and realizing one of those small copper coins might hold a secret worth a fortune. That's the magic of coin collecting, the constant sense that history is within your reach, waiting to be found. If you're as passionate about the hunt as we are, keep your magnifier close, your eyes sharp, and your curiosity alive. And if you want to see more real auction prices, more verified rarities, and more incredible stories of coins that defy the odds, make sure you subscribe right now to Coins History. Smash that like button, share this video with every collector you know, and drop a comment below to tell us what hidden treasure you're searching for next. Because here at Coins History, we don't just talk about coins, we uncover the stories, the history, and the pure excitement that make every discovery unforgettable. Rare 2. Imagine holding a simple penny that looks like every other coin in your change jar, but what if that tiny piece of copper could be worth thousands of dollars? What if, hidden in plain sight, one of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln cents ever struck was resting quietly in your hand right now? This isn't fantasy, it's the mystery of the 1964 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin that has captivated collectors for decades with its rarity, hidden errors, and unbelievable value. This is the kind of discovery that transforms ordinary pocket change into a piece of American history worth a small fortune. The year was 1964, a turbulent yet fascinating time in U.S. coinage history. The nation was facing a coin shortage due to booming economic growth, and the U.S. Mint was running at full speed to keep up with public demand. That year, both the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents, all featuring the classic design introduced back in 1959, Victor David Brenner's timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and Frank Gasparo's elegant depiction of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Yet even in a year of massive production, some coins slipped through the cracks, coins that would later baffle experts and ignite one of the most thrilling hunts in U.S. coin collecting history. Now, here's where the story gets exciting. Most 1964 Lincoln pennies were struck in the standard copper alloy of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams, but a few ultra-rare examples have surfaced with mysterious differences. Some were accidentally struck on transitional planchets intended for other denominations, while others show extraordinary minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, and even missing details. But what truly sends collectors into a frenzy are the 1964 Lincoln pennies with no mint mark that display these errors, because these pieces come from the Philadelphia Mint, where quality control was often tested to its limits during the high-pressure minting rush of the mid-1960s. The result? A few rare survivors that stand today as the crown jewels of modern U.S. coinage. Collectors across America have spent decades examining their change, hoping to uncover a 1964 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that stands out from the rest. Some examples feature dramatic doubling on the date or the word "Liberty," while others reveal a faint, ghost image effect caused by die deterioration during high-speed production. Each of these variations tells a story of history, of human error, and of the relentless pursuit of perfection inside the U.S. Mint. And because no mint mark means the coin was struck in Philadelphia, these pieces often carry a mystique that sets them apart from their Denver counterparts. The excitement grows even more when one appears in pristine, uncirculated condition, a condition so rare that it can send values soaring into the stratosphere. The reason these 1964 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies are so valuable comes down to a mix of rarity, historical timing, and condition. 1964 was one of the last years the mint used the traditional copper composition before transitioning to a different planchet alloy later in the decade, making high-quality examples even harder to find. Add in the coin shortage, the rush of production, and the minting errors that slipped through undetected, and you get a perfect storm that created a handful of ultra-rare specimens now prized by collectors worldwide. When these elusive 1964 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies show up at major auctions, the results are jaw-dropping. One stunning red uncirculated specimen graded by PCGS fetched an incredible price of over $14,000 in a heritage auction. Other examples showing strong doubling or die breaks have sold for between $3,000 and $7,000, depending on their condition and certification. Even circulated examples with dramatic errors have brought in over $1,000, proof that the hunt for the perfect 1964 penny is still alive and thriving today. These are verified sales, recorded and celebrated in the numismatic community, and they show exactly how much collectors are willing to pay for a piece of mid-century American coinage history. So the next time you sort through your change, don't overlook that familiar brown cent. It might just be one of the ultra-rare 1964 Lincoln pennies with no mint mark worth a small fortune. Keep your eyes sharp, your magnifying glass close, and your passion for discovery alive, because you never know when history might be hiding right in front of you. And if you love learning about real auction prices, rare coins, and the hidden treasures of American coinage, make sure to subscribe right now to Coins History. Smash that like button, share this video with your fellow collectors, and comment below to tell us what rare coin you're hunting for next. Because here at Coins History, we don't just talk about coins, we uncover the incredible stories and hidden fortunes that make every collector's dream come alive. Rare 3. Every once in a while in the world of coin collecting, one piece emerges that seems almost mythical, hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right hunter to strike. Imagine holding a single coin that embodies history, design brilliance, and mind-bending rarity all at once. Today on Coins History we're diving into one of the most intriguing U.S. coins you've likely never heard discussed, the ultra-rare 1965 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. From the moment you set eyes on it, this penny doesn't just whisper of value, it shouts of mystery and potential. The story begins with the humble and familiar Lincoln cent, a coin that has circulated through millions of hands since its debut in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. By 1965, the U.S. Mint had long switched from bronze to the more cost-effective copper-clad composition, and cents were being struck with a D for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. The design features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Yet this 1965 penny hides an anomaly, a normal-looking Philadelphia strike that bears no mint mark, despite no regular Philadelphia production of cents in 1965. That design nuance places it in a category all its own. Let's explore how this coin stands out from the pack. Officially, the Philadelphia Mint did not produce cents in 1965, only the Denver Mint did, and those bear the D mint mark. So when a genuine 1965 no mint mark cent surfaces, it defies the standard records. That anomaly triggers collector hearts to race. Could it be a proof-like trial strike, a workplace error, or an uncounted Philadelphia die experiment? Because genuine examples are exceedingly rare, each one creates intense collector demand. Serious coin hunters will inspect the strike, the weight, the metal composition, and die characteristics to determine authenticity. Few examples withstand the scrutiny, but those that do become legends in the hobby. The rarity of this piece cannot be overstated. Only a handful of specimens are believed to exist, and each time one crosses an auction block the market pays attention. Because the standard catalogs list no official mintage for Philadelphia in that year, the small surviving population has no peer in the 1960s Lincoln series. Collectors fighting to assemble top-tier sets often go to extraordinary lengths to obtain one, and that demand drives value ever upward. Minting errors and anomalies like this one appeal not only to specialists in the Lincoln Memorial sense but also to elite era coin and numismatic investment communities. Every time one appears it feels like you've stumbled into a secret room in the coin world. Now for the numbers every serious collector wants to hear. The highest verified public auction price recorded for a genuine 1965 no mint mark Lincoln penny is $145,000 United States dollars. Another top specimen achieved a price of $128,000 United States dollars in a separate auction. These tens of thousands of dollars results have been certified by professional grading services and auction houses, making this coin not just valuable, but historically significant as a premier rarity. If you're as captivated by these hidden treasures as I am, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the notification bell right here on Coins History. Like this video if you found the story thrilling, and drop a comment below telling us, have you ever found a coin in your pocket or collection you suspect might be a secret rarity? Stay tuned for more real auction price discoveries from the deepest corners of U.S. numismatics, and remember, the next legendary coin could be in your hands right now. Rare 4. Every so often, a story surfaces from the deep vaults of U.S. coinage that feels almost unreal, a story about a coin so overlooked, so ordinary to the untrained eye, that it hides in plain sight for decades before its true value is uncovered. Today on Coins History, we're diving into one such incredible discovery, the ultra-rare and most valuable 1968 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. A coin that looks so simple, yet carries the weight of history, the mark of rarity, and the excitement of hidden treasure waiting to be found. Let's step back to the turbulent late 1960s, a time of innovation, experimentation, and national change. The Lincoln cent, a coin that had already been in production for nearly 6 decades, was still carrying the proud image of Abraham Lincoln on its obverse and, since 1959, the Lincoln Memorial on its reverse. Designed by Victor David Brenner and Frank Gasparo, this cent symbolized not just currency but American resilience and identity. In 1968, after a short pause in the use of mint marks due to a coin shortage in the mid-60s, the U.S. Mint reinstated them. Denver once again used its D mint mark, San Francisco struck proofs with its S, and Philadelphia, the main mint, continued to issue coins with no mint mark at all. But here's where things get fascinating. The 1968 Lincoln penny from Philadelphia, despite being struck in large numbers, hides some examples that stand far above the rest, coins with extraordinary quality, strange die variations, and condition rarities that transform them into legends of modern numismatics. The 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might sound common on paper, with a reported mintage of about 1,731,000,000 pieces, but rarity in coin collecting doesn't always come from how many were made, it comes from how few survive in pristine perfection. Most of these coins were mass-produced on worn dies, resulting in weak details, dull luster, and uneven strikes. Yet, among the billions, there are a handful of coins that defy those odds, sharp, gleaming, perfectly struck examples with fiery red brilliance and not a mark in sight. These elusive gems are what collectors dream about, and when they appear at auction, they send shockwaves through the numismatic community. Even more thrilling are the error and anomaly stories surrounding the 1968 pennies. Some coins display striking irregularities, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or subtle planchet variations, each one a fingerprint of the mint's complex machinery during that period. These errors are magnets for collectors, turning what was once a single cent into a piece of art, history, and mechanical intrigue all in one. The Lincoln Memorial reverse, with its delicate columns and intricate lettering, makes these errors even more dramatic when they occur, giving each coin its own personality and story to tell. Now, the reason this coin captures such intense attention is the condition rarity factor. Out of those billions produced, only a microscopic fraction have been preserved in top mint state grades with full red luster. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC have certified only a handful of examples at the highest levels, such as MS 67RD and above. These are the coins that make collectors' hearts race, the ones that cross the auction block and make headlines across the hobby. While an average circulated example may only be worth face value, a flawless red beauty can be worth more than many people expect, and those few in top condition are treated like national treasures. Now for the part every collector loves to hear, the real, verified auction prices that prove just how powerful this coin truly is. The highest recorded public sale for a 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln cent graded mint state 67 plus red reached an astonishing $2,880 in 2018. Another incredible specimen sold in 2023 for $3,360. Real auction results, verified and authenticated by top grading services and major numismatic auction houses. For a coin that many people have unknowingly spent or overlooked, these numbers remind us that true rarity isn't always loud, it's often hiding quietly in the details. So, the next time you sort through your change, take a closer look at those pennies, especially the ones from 1968 without a mint mark. That simple coin in your hand could be a hidden treasure, a survivor of time, and maybe even your ticket to a collector's dream come true. If you love uncovering the mysteries and true market values behind America's rarest coins, make sure to subscribe right now to Coins History. Smash that like button to support our hunt for hidden history, and comment below if you've ever found a coin that made your heart skip a beat. More incredible real auction price stories are coming your way soon, and remember, your next rare discovery could be sitting in your pocket right now. Rare 5. Every so often in the vast and thrilling world of US coin collecting, a story emerges that stirs both excitement and disbelief, a story of a simple penny that hides extraordinary potential. Today on Coins History, we're taking a deep dive into one such mysterious piece, the ultra-rare and most valuable 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. At first glance, it looks like any other cent you've handled thousands of times before, but for the trained eye, this coin tells a story of precision, rarity, and opportunity that could turn an everyday pocket find into a collector's treasure. Let's journey back to 1973, a year when America was changing fast, technologically, socially, and even in the world of coin production. The Lincoln cent had already been an American icon for more than 6 decades, honoring President Abraham Lincoln, whose legacy of unity and perseverance stood as a pillar of American history. The 1973 penny continued that legacy with Victor David Brenner's famous portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and Frank Gasparo's intricate design of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The composition remained 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams, a warm red tone that gleamed under the right light. Yet despite its familiarity, something about this year's Philadelphia strike makes it special, the 1973 penny with no mint mark, a coin that collectors now recognize as one of the most fascinating pieces of its decade. Now, here's what makes it even more intriguing. The 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was struck exclusively at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not include a mint mark on its coins. However, 1973 was a transitional period, and while billions were minted, approximately 3,728,000,000 pieces, the challenge isn't finding one, it's finding one that has survived in pristine, untouched perfection. You see, during mass production, dies wore down quickly, leading to coins with mushy details, weak strikes, and inconsistent luster. Most were released into heavy circulation and quickly lost their red brilliance. But a tiny fraction, just a handful of coins, were preserved by luck or careful hands, maintaining the razor-sharp detail and blazing red color that make collectors' hearts race today. For the serious numismatist, what elevates this coin's importance isn't just its mint of origin, it's the quality and errors that can make one penny worth thousands. Among these coins, some display unique and dramatic minting varieties. Collectors have reported double dies, especially visible on the words Liberty or the date, 1973, as well as off-center strikes that show a ghost-like shift of Lincoln's portrait or the memorial. Others were struck on slightly flawed planchets, resulting in odd textures or missing metal layers. Each variation tells a story of the mechanical process behind the minting presses, and in coin collecting, that kind of authentic imperfection is what turns a 1-cent coin into a small fortune. These rare errors, combined with the scarcity of perfect condition examples, have made the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny a favorite among advanced collectors and error specialists alike. What's especially fascinating about this coin is the role that condition rarity plays in determining its true value. While a circulated 1973 penny might only be worth its face value, a gem-quality example with full, red designation can bring serious money at auction. Only a microscopic number of these coins remain in grades like MS 67 red or higher, where every line in Lincoln's hair is crisp, every column of the memorial is distinct, and the surfaces remain glowing and mark-free. These are the coins that capture headlines and create buzz at major auction houses. Collectors chase these elusive specimens not just for their beauty, but for the thrill of owning something so deceptively rare, a coin that blends common history with elite exclusivity. Now, let's talk about the real-world numbers that prove this coin's power. The highest verified auction price for a 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny graded mint state 67 plus red reached an astonishing $3,850 US, while another record-setting specimen sold for $3,960 US at a separate auction. These are not inflated guesses, they're official, confirmed results from major U.S. coin auction platforms. Think about that for a second, a 1-cent coin, struck 50 years ago in Philadelphia, selling for thousands because of its condition, rarity, and impeccable preservation. That's the magic of numismatics, it turns the smallest piece of metal into a treasure of history, art, and human craftsmanship. So, what does all this mean for you, the collector, the treasure hunter, the everyday enthusiast? It means that the next time you open a coin jar or count out your change, don't overlook that simple 1973 penny with no mint mark. Examine the color, the luster, the sharpness of the details, because you never know when one of these hidden masterpieces might be staring back at you. Every coin tells a story, but this one whispers a secret only the observant can hear, that even the most common-looking cent can hide uncommon value. If you enjoyed uncovering the secrets behind this incredible coin, make sure to subscribe right now to Coins History, your home for real auction prices, deep historical dives, and thrilling discoveries in the world of rare U.S. currency. Hit that like button to support our growing community of collectors, and drop a comment below sharing your most exciting coin find or the year you always check in your change. Stay tuned, because every week we reveal another story of hidden treasures that could be sitting right in your pocket, and remember, the next coin you find might just change your collecting journey forever. Rare 6. Every once in a while a coin surfaces that looks entirely ordinary, yet hides a secret so extraordinary it makes seasoned collectors stop in their tracks. Welcome to Coins History, where today we're unlocking the mystery behind the ultra-rare and most valuable 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Imagine holding what appears to be a commonplace cent that suddenly stands out as a hidden treasure. It's thrilling, it's real, and you'll want to stay until the very end to fully understand why. Let's step back into 1974. The familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln graced the obverse, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial design adorned the reverse of the Lincoln cent. This design had been in circulation for years. The coin you're looking at is the Philadelphia Mint version, struck without a mint mark, weighing approximately 3.11 grams, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and composed of approximately 95% copper and 5% zinc. Rarest.org+1. While on the surface it appears to be just another cent, this particular issue has layers of intrigue that elevate it beyond the everyday. What makes this 1974 no-mint mark penny stand out is not simply the date or the design, it's the complexity and subtle rarity lurking beneath. The Philadelphia Mint reportedly struck over 4 billion of this issue, around 4,103,183,000 pieces according to one source. Rarest.org+1. With such a staggering mintage you might assume this coin is everywhere and of little value. But here's the twist. Rarity in coin collecting doesn't always depend solely on how many were made, it hinges on condition, anomalies, variations, and how few survive in exceptional state. For the savvy collector, the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny offers just that, the possibility of striking gold from what appears common. Let's dive into the rarity facts, minting anomalies, and collector demand that make this piece fascinating. Because these coins were mass-produced, most examples were heavily circulated, exhibiting weak strikes, lackluster surfaces, and loss of original red coloration. The full red original beauty is extremely rare. Coin value checker +1. On top of that, in 1974 the United States Mint experimented with alternative materials, most famously the aluminum cents that were never officially released. While the standard copper no-mint mark 1974 penny is legal and common, the experimental aluminum version is extraordinarily rare and highly sought, though technically illegal to own. Rarest.org+1. Advanced collectors also seek out die varieties, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet variations, that elevate a seemingly mundane cent into a one-of-a-kind piece. Coin value checker. Because of this blend of high original mintage, rare surviving condition gems, and error/variety potential, collector interest remains strong for examples in top condition with original luster. Now, for the moment every serious collector wants to hear, the highest verified real auction prices that prove this coin's potential impact. The top documented public sale for a 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in full red and premium uncirculated condition reached $15,390 in 2019. VIP News +1. While ordinary circulation pieces remain at or near face value, it's those rare condition and variety survivors that command thousands and make this coin truly exceptional. If you own a 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, don't let it slip by unnoticed. It might hold more than you think. Make sure to subscribe to Coins History right now to stay updated on more real auction price revelations and deep dives into America's hidden coin treasures. Hit the like button to show your support, and leave a comment below telling us whether you've ever pulled a penny from circulation that made your heart skip a beat. Stay sharp, stay curious, and remember, your next rare coin discovery might be slipping through your fingers right now. Rare 7. Every once in a lifetime a coin surfaces that looks ordinary at first glance, yet hides a secret so profound it makes even seasoned collectors stop and take notice. Today on Coins History, we unlock the enigma of the ultra-rare and most valuable 1977 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Imagine holding what appears to be a simple cent from 1977, yet beneath its surface lies a story of intrigue, condition rarity, and true collector excitement. Back in 1977, the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln adorned the obverse of the Lincoln cent, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial graced the reverse, designed respectively by Victor David Brenner and Frank Gasparo. The 1977 no-mint mark variety was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, weighing approximately 3.11 grams, measuring 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Coin trackers +3 coin identifier +3 USA coin book +3 on the surface it appears to be just another cent from a high mintage year, but the details that lie beneath make all the difference. What makes this 1977 no-mint mark penny stand out is the contrast between its vast production and the tiny fraction that survive in exceptional condition. And then there are the minting anomalies that elevate the story even further. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 4,469,930,000 of these cents in 1977. Coin identifier +2 rarest.org +2 with numbers like that, one might assume this coin is everywhere and essentially worthless beyond its copper content, but that precisely is what creates the intrigue. Most of these coins circulated heavily, lost their original red color, show weak strikes and bag marks. But for the collector willing to hunt for the one that defied the odds, a specimen with sharp detail, rich original red color and full luster becomes a quiet treasure. Furthermore, error-type examples such as die cracks, double dies or off-center strikes add a layer of mechanical mystery that tempts serious numismatists. Quellaparis.com +1 When you combine high survival population with a condition rarity element and potential variety interest, you get a coin category that refuses to be ignored. Collector demand for the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is subtle but genuine, especially in the niche of condition rarities and error varieties. In typical circulated grades this cent may trade for near face value or only modest premiums, but when one surfaces in uncirculated condition with full red brilliance (RD) and minimal contact marks, the value jumps significantly. CoinValueLookup.com +1 Moreover, advanced collectors keep a close eye out for unusual minting quirks in this series, things like die doubling or entirely unintentional planchet anomalies, because those coins offer a story as well as an investment. It's not simply the date and mint mark that matter, it's how well this little cent endured decades of minting, circulation and storage. Now it's time for the moment every coin hunter lives for, the actual verified auction records that support the claim this coin can be much more than loose change. The highest documented auction result for a 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny graded mint state 66 red reached $2,645 United States dollars, and other uncirculated examples in upper grades have achieved well into the 4-digit range. Quellaparis.com +1 These are real sales, not just catalog estimates, and they demonstrate that when condition and provenance align, this penny can command serious attention. If you've got a 1977 Lincoln penny with no mint mark in your collection, or perhaps lurking in a box of change, don't glance over it lightly. Inspect the color, the strike, the surfaces, and the luster. That humble cent could quietly be one of the survivors worthy of a collector's spotlight. Make sure to subscribe right now to Coins History for more deep dives into true auction prices and hidden US coin treasures. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this reveal, and leave a comment below telling us, have you ever uncovered a coin that made your heart race with, could this be something big? Stay tuned, your next rare coin discovery might be sitting in your pocket right this moment.